Today, from Seattle, Washington, it's the NFC Championship game.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Brady. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away, and that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And down to the 11. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
And it's caught. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jonathan Taylor punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks have struck first in this NFC title game. Now the Seahawks are going to elect to go for 2 here. They'll let Taylor try and run. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. They'll be led by Teddy Bridgewater in his 8th season now in the NFL.
And we can talk all we want about about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Bridgewater. That's out to the flat for Gordon. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now it's Lockett. A nice little juke. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. Right back to Freiermuth, complete this time. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Here's Brady. Going for it all. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Pat Freiermuth there to make the grab. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. They'll let Taylor try and run. And he is in to make it 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively. And, Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive. And it's been paying off for them so far this game.
It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even. But it's 2nd down. Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. With third down coming up. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided there was a time to be aggressive. Now is it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one. And look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And again, it's Bridgewater. Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 10 more there and another 1st down. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
2nd and 5 now. Bridgewater. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. This is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Rosa's kick is good. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon, and think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this one incomplete. A 50-50 ball in the end, nearly intercepted. And now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Brady. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Got a man, and Schwartz complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Brady. Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Seahawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
Ready to show
Picked off
baby.
at about the 31. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side. It deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Returnable for Dorsett. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Here's J.K. Scott now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on to punt for Dallas. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. Dances by him and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Brady. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Seahawks continue to pull away here in this first half. So what can Brady do here is he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. They'll let Taylor try and run. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Getting set to go again here, Teddy Bridgewater coming back onto the field. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
If he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse.
Offside defense.
They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Bridgewater's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Defense.
So tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
Bridgewater again. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. Working with a 2nd and 3. Bridgewater. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 8 yards out. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. Brady now on first down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the AFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers doing battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Returnable for Dorsett. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Seahawks are the NFC champs. Time for us to sign off. Thank you so much for watching, and good night, everybody. And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.